And we're back to the Fooly Cooley 2 Premiere Countdown Pillows Discography Podcast Deluxe, Extra Deluxe, Hospitality, Reloaded, and Knuckles, a la mode, Super Alpha 2, Electric Boogaloo, A Tale of Memories with Trail Mix featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, in Technicolor but also grayscale, in a baby carriage rodeo style, filled to the brim with spiders, now with better sound, at night, with 6 milligrams of nicotine, monitored 24/7 by the police. Been a little while in real time.
Yeah, in real time.
In the non-existent before times.
It's been like a week.
We haven't left this room.
Yeah, we haven't left this episode
absolutely.
1.
Yeah,
It's been a week.
All of you are coming back after a day. It's been. I'm George, by the way.
And I'm Shem. And that's the desk.
And I am a wooden sound.
This is NPR.
It's me. It's Nico.
Clean air.
It's
NPR ASMR. Real close to the
NPR
mic.
ASMR. It's just like very quietly whispering facts to you about rhubarb.
Waspy.
Oh my gosh. Waspy. Alright.
Waspy.
So, yesterday, we talked about Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up.
Ah.
Yeah, that was the last time I went on a little what do you call it, with the thread and the the thumbtacks.
Oh yes,
and
yeah.
Theory, cross-examination.
The cross theory of all the different Wake Up songs.
Yep.
Weird shit. But today we're going to talk about PIED PIPER.
Yes, we
PIED
are.
PIPER.
Came out the year after.
So
08.
just to before we get into any specifics about this one, just talking about my like general impression experience with this. So by day, I'm sometimes a substitute teacher, and I was over in Stoneham High, I think, which is built like a prison. It's very much one of those brutalistic buildings. And so even though I had a free period, I couldn't just listen to the album because I was getting no reception. I couldn't like get the thing off Google Drive like we've been using because music.
Yep.
And so I had 2 free periods open, so I went down into my car. It was very cold, and I was low on gas, so I had to choose when I was running my motor to make sure I was powering my car's heat and radio, and when I was just leeching off the power that my motor had generated.
Oh, God.
And I had a fucking blast listening to this album in that exact situation. So
The grooves kept you warm.
yeah, absolutely.
Good.
That's all you like to hear.
That's good. Now, Shem, was this the album that you messaged me before about not being able to find on YouTube? Or is that one of the other ones?
That was the other one.
Okay, we'll talk about that in the next episode then. In reality, it's been a little while, obviously, and I'm doing a recheck to make sure everything's still on YouTube for anyone who's going to go listen to it, because I know there are a couple that aren't, but who knows? Maybe we'll be able to fix that. Or something. I don't know. DM me.
Alright.
It'll work
Risky
out.
move.
Yeah. Get a little bit of risky
That's
business.
fine. Don't
Risky
DM
boots.
I don't think there are messages on YouTube anymore.
No.
Or maybe there are.
I don't know.
I have to look at that.
A lot
it's
about
just
YouTube has
straight
You can
comments,
changed.
right?
DM me on Twitter too. It's fine. Either way, like it's totally cool.
Opening the DMs.
Yes.
Send strange porn
No.
with your question.
Literally no.
Me and your porn.
If you
Put your question in the Snapchat-like text over the strange porn that you send to Exotic Maneuver.
I hate that idea because if it's Snapchatted to me, it could be like of them. Please no.
No people. No 2D, no nudie, everyone out there.
Anyway, PIED PIPER,
Okay,
track
yeah, let's talk
one.
about PIED PIPER. Track 1. Pretty cool song. It mentions a later song title in the album, but it's like something about poison rock and roll, but the whole thing was like they threw out the antidote, so maybe like we're being taken away somewhere into some kind of poisonous stupor
Yeah.
of rock.
I remember distinctly the so the album before this was Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up, yes, as we said.
Yep.
I did not like that one too much, and my like first reaction to this sitting there in my car was just, oh, I like this all more than like the whole last album.
I mean, 30 seconds or no, a minute 30 says a lot about a song. That's kind of like the given standard for any time you're listening to a song. It's like a minute 30 in kind of just dictates what the rest of the song will be about.
The only thing you're missing is like the bridge of the song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought that the mixing was different, and that they did a very like mellow intro.
Yeah, comparatively, definitely
to other ones. There's small subtleties with like the time signature as well as the chorus, I thought, and so that was a nice thing to hear something new for an intro song by the Pillows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot about PIPER because there's a lot of better tracks, but
yeah, it's good, but it's
good.
not necessarily great.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Moving on.
Yeah.
New Animal is number 2.
Yep.
Yes. Oh gosh, sorry, my notes are weird. For some reason, I have for some reason PIPER is like 0. I have no clue why. That's so weird. Okay, New Animal. I like the change in vocals like after the first chorus. That was something that made it work for me because it was sort of like more of an evolution. And stuff.
I definitely got a vibe from that. The vocals on this was kind of like distant, drawn back tone, like he was betrayed.
Ooh.
Just felt.
Yeah. Very guarded and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, New Animal's really good. I like the beginning too, like that weird sort of intro. It's hard to talk about like the start of this album just because it's so what I'm looking for already that it almost feels like white noise, but in a good way. Whereas with other songs that
it's like you're tuning out, but you're tuning out of just like this is normal.
Yeah, it's almost you're so tuned in that you can't see it, right?
Exactly.
It's not so much tuned out; it's that you're on the wavelength. Yeah, I was just kind of like fuck yes with this song. I was totally down with it. I love the vocals. I was really, I was digging this one as well. So, but again, not too much to say at this point in the album.
Yeah.
Correct. New album. Then we got No Surrender.
Yes. No Surrender.
It's a great song. Absolutely.
Yeah,
please don't skip this album. Anyone.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Don't skip this album.
My only hang-up about No Surrender was I wasn't a fan of how the bass was recorded for this. It just sounded a bit muddy in the mix. And I thought the drums could have been louder. But the intro was really solid.
I agree with the drums being louder. The bass is like quiet. I don't think it like sounds bad. I just think it's like quiet overall.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, like this is literally like this is the Pillow sound. Like this is what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? And it's like, people from just the Fully Cooley soundtrack. They're coming at like, they're gonna come at every album at the same time. So they're gonna listen to it. They might not listen to them all like in order. So they hear this. Any album they listen to, they're gonna be looking for that. And I think this is like where you find it in this album, like straight up track 3. It's good shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking right along this time is how like when I was thinking how much I like what is standard on this album.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what is standard on a Pillows album can feel it like sometimes feels like they're sleeping a little, you know what I mean? Like when you get a couple
the Pillows.
Yeah. As we've talked about before, their dreamlike sound all the way at the beginning.
Oh god.
And the Pillows. So this is just like what is like standard here is generally good so far on it. I was really digging it. This song, I agree with the drums overall, but there's a kick-ass drum fill at one point in this song that is just really great that I love. Yeah. No Surrender.
Yeah, No Surrender was always good. I used to think of fake anime openings with No Surrender, like absolutely. Next we got Last Holiday. I love Last Holiday.
Last Holiday was a good
It's
slowdown.
just like, it's a good little slowdown. We're not going insane all at once.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a nice little time.
And it was a very good idea to have the vocals just echo out.
Yeah, exactly. Just like a good little like love anthem type of thing.
Yeah.
Like not too. It wasn't too like overwrought with itself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoyed it. It's very.
It was a nice slowdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said the very same thing. I thought that there was a couple parts of it that get a little overwrought and ballady, but I also think that a Pillows ballad is almost by definition overwrought. Like there's very few of them that I very much like.
Oh yeah, you can tell it's like
Yeah. So what I also really liked in it when the drums cut out for a while and it feels like the song kind of opens up. I really dug that about it. But yeah, this one was just kind of it's good, and these moments have a purpose when listening to the album, and it like feels very well placed. Like it feels very much like there's some thought put into the album here by having this song here.
I agree.
Yeah,
I would absolutely agree. I'm laughing because I want to talk about that topic later on too. But yeah, it's always good. It's like there are very few tracks on this album that I will like if they come up randomly I will skip. So that's why another reason like just listen to it. Please. Like we're coming at this is a weird approach for an episode compared to the other ones because I feel like now we're so deep into it, like we're past the halfway mark, so now we have like this whole cachet of like everything we're expecting is up front and
we can
know
see the
exactly
Matrix.
what it is. We've seen the Matrix. Exactly.
The Pillows do not reinvent their sound every album.
No.
They don't reinvent their sound every couple albums.
Yeah.
Like overall there's just a lot of
it's small tweaks.
Right, exactly. And it's noticing those that is the real part of it. Yeah. But sometimes all you've got to say about a Pillow song is like, that was a pretty good Pillow song, Like that's like So as a result, I feel like the thing you're trying to combat for our listeners is making it feel like we're blasé about this album. Like,
exactly.
Which is part of why I led off with my experience in the car, because believe me, if this was a bad album and I was out in my car in the middle of my workday listening to it, you would hear fire and brimstone coming out of my mouth. Like I would be so angry.
I froze my ass off for 30 minutes.
And all I got was a shitty album, but I didn't. I got PIPER instead, which is a very, very good album.
Yep. So it's so funny because like the other thing too is that this is where that is to say, like, what I've seen from other people, this is where they start to, like, drop off with the crowd. But I think they make that mistake, though, because I think Pied Piper lands the whole Pillow sound better than Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up did. Because Wake Up, Wake Up, Wake Up is, like, really different. So maybe if they came out in opposite directions, or at opposite time, in opposite
directions.
If they came out
spinning past each other.
If they came out in opposite times, then maybe, like, someone could say more definitively, like, where they break off. But, like, because they're so out of order with how, like, good they are, it's hard to, like, fully agree. Now we got Tokyo Zombie. Which is, like, probably the best Pillows interlude of
you want a riff?
Pillows interlude.
You want a riff? Yeah. How about everybody gets riffs? Just out of control with the breakdowns. Yes. I'm flipping everything and I don't care.
They pulled out all the stops.
Oh my god. Tokyo
I literally, like, I immediately was like, this song is the GOAT. This is, like...
this is the GOAT.
It officially is. It's so aesthetic. It's, like, it starts out... It sounds like it's like eerie in this weird way. It sounds like a whole story that's set off by one little mistake. And as soon as you fuck up, you're just like into this repeating like riff and everything like that. The fucking cymbals repeatedly.
I got in one little fight and my mom got scared.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then
I love the little like unintelligible vocal bits that are in it that are like harder to.
So all that is the parenthetical subtitle. It's Nook came at dead of night.
Amazing.
It's so good. It sounds like you didn't know that the mushroom was kicking in. Like you didn't know.
Oh,
like,
someone
not aware.
Someone microdosed you at some point, and you're just about to have a ride.
Yeah,
and you just have to accept it.
Yeah,
and like the quiet down too, when it
Yeah.
gets all very like. That's where it starts becoming a like right there. You're just like, oh no, and then like it's that descending sound as it repeats and repeats, and then you're finally back.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
So
it's like
good.
the shortest song on the album too.
yeah. I am always a huge fan, or at least mostly a huge fan of the Pillows interludes. I really love because they just.
What was the Good Dreams one called? Because that one was really good too.
Oh God, I forget right now. But
sorry about the. By the way, sorry about the errant creaking. I have an odd chair that I'm sitting in.
He's actually just in an old rocking chair.
Yeah.
With an Alton Palmer.
Yeah, all of us are actually rapidly aging. This is the listen to us turn into old people and crumble to dust while you're listening to us talk
the
about
reverse
pillows.
accelerated Benjamin Button disease.
Yeah. So moving on to the next.
All right, Across the Metropolis.
I thought that the dynamics were a lot better, just in general. When I listened to this on this for PIPER, like where this hit me, and compared to the last two albums that came out before this, just kind of shows, I guess, my personal opinion on what I look for in an album, like just kind of on a fundamental level.
Yeah, fundamentable.
You know, making up new words.
There's a piece of this song that sounds like "Surrender" by Cheap Trick. Like,
how does that? Wait,
Mommy's all right, Daddy's all right. They just seem a little weird. Yeah, there's a
Across the Metropolis. What is it?
I forget where in it is, but it's like
Is it the just like
nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. Yo, what?
Yeah. It's like that. So heard that. Just picking out licks, picking out pieces. I was
It's like so weird how consistent that is across the
album.
That's the one consistency across like it's in every album. There's
I
at
honestly
least
think
one song.
but the two like worst culprits were definitely like
song 2.
Song 2. Song 2 and Hey Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You're a fun one. Hey Mickey. Hey Mickey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, this one I was kind of on. Just not super my fave. I was definitely at a mellow point. Maybe my heat was off. Maybe my engine was off.
Coming down from the high of Tokyo Zombie.
But yeah, I understand the intended effect of putting it right after Tokyo Zombie, but man, it's like, I don't know. It's like you decided to put, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good comparison. The first thing I thought was Dane Cook after George Carlin, but that has nothing to do with how these songs relate to each other.
Just like,
no, you want the... Okay, I'm not even going to dive into that.
And then like a piece of shit right after.
That's nice, refreshing, peeled orange. Yeah. And then this cold piece of shit.
Cold.
Ugh.
Hardened. Maggot-ridden.
All right.
Okay.
What about
Purple Apple?
Purple Apple? I think it's a
Fuck
banger.
me some Buzz Foss. And when it me some Buzz Fuzz. And when I mean that, I mean fuck me some bass fuzz.
Oh, is that a reference to something? Someone's
No.
like voice. It sounds it sounds like something like someone with a weird accent would say, like
like German accent,
or like something like that. Love it, really good. I love the whistling in the middle, and I like the weird I like the enunciation of the English words. It's really interesting in this song too.
Yeah, this
Purple
one
Apple's
was
good.
this one was a lot of fun. I thought it was just it was really good. I thought that the bridge, the way that it was different from the rest of the song, I really liked, and I was again enjoying it. My car was back on.
The lights were back on.
the more heat going into George's body, the better the song is.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Good album. Make sure you have a space heater, and then you'll be fine.
All right, Tokyo Bambi.
Tokyo Bambi.
Okay,
I will say this about
First we're
Tokyo
Tokyo
Bambi.
Zombie, now we're Tokyo
Bambi, right? Yeah,
Bambi versus Godzilla.
Bambi
Exactly.
versus zombies? Like, I don't
I would watch
understand.
it. Yeah, but
Tokyo's full of things.
all I gotta say, Tokyo Bambi, just use that snippet of the Toonami drum and bass again. And there's just no complaints on my part. You know, I can just listen to that all day long and I won't care because that will just always get me amped. And hey, horns and synth, there's nothing wrong with that.
The horns and the synth are both great. Don't love the vocals in the song. Think they could be better.
Mm-hmm. I loved it. I loved the vocal filter
Zon?
and how they were done. Like,
really?
Yeah, how it was done. I loved the horns. I loved the bass.
The horns was really
I loved the little lifting guitar pull offs, and I just like the synths. Oh my god, I was super into this, and also like lyrically, there was like jokes built into it that undercut what was otherwise going to be some really sappy lyrics. And like that's what I don't like in the Pillows lyrics is when they're sappy, and so that tinge like undercutting it in this really great fun song I loved. I was like super down down with it.
But yeah, I'm serious, folks. Like that, if you don't know what the Toonami like drum and bass is, just go on YouTube.
It's like maybe this Toonami, or
yeah, this is early Toonami like promo commercial. Like it's probably the first or second hit on YouTube if you type in Toonami drum and bass, and then you'll just know. And if you're not amped, I don't know what will do it for you. I guess everyone has their own.
If you don't think this is the realest shit, get the fuck out of Shem's face.
Yeah. Exactly.
I love that. How about what's next? Lady Bird Girl. I love Lady Bird Girl.
Didn't see the movie.
What? That's a movie?
Lady Bird.
Oh, Lady Bird. Oh, I'm thinking of just Lady Bird Girl. That was
How did we know that? Well, I mean, I guess that would make sense. Never mind. The trailers was probably out.
It's fine.
Okay.
I get a lot of joy out of the song.
Yeah. No,
it's
it
good.
was a peaceful way to start the song off.
Exactly.
You know, I kind of wish they just took the dive and like just kept it at that intro tone. But it was nice that they kept the 12-string guitar in.
And the hook is just so memorable.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I only like this one okay, but that's also because I was like blown the fuck up by Tokyo Bambi, I think. And it was
all these highs and lows are not good for my blood pressure.
And so like, however, I really like the line scrubbing the moon with a t-shirt so it shines.
Yeah.
I really love that lyrically.
I love that too.
But overall,
like a car wash type of deal.
on the moon, yeah.
On the moon.
But overall, I was just kind of like not. It was this felt just like it felt like nice, but like all the things that word like connotates, as in like it's
nice.
Kind of. It was nice, but it was also just nice.
Yeah,
for me,
it's just nice. Lady Bird Girl is one of those very obvious. Like, it's like a weird context I'm thinking about all these like song titles in, because I'm also thinking of like, so on the Pirozu fan forums, like, it's really common for people to have. Oh, yeah. That's just my monitor
right?
turning
Yeah,
off.
I forget.
Let me see.
Right, we do this every time.
Yes,
yeah,
the clip is fine, everyone. Not that it matters. So like people will have screen names that just are the name of a song. So like there's a few like really good ones, and then some people like get more creative with them. So Lady Bird Girl's an obvious one, but then there's a bunch of them, so it's fun. Let's see here. Yeah, Lady Bird Girl's always fun. Oh, That's a Wonderful World, Song for Hermit. Please tell me what you all thought of this song. I have a story about this song.
Crazy about it. I don't know. It's just like using the radio effects tone in the beginning. There wasn't really a slowdown, and I just kind of thought to question like the Pillows, like, and I think this just keeps bringing up, at least through my perspective of going through these albums, is that as we said before, like they don't really change between each album or like a couple albums. So it's like, is it just wanting to play it safe for like their dedicated audience, or is it just also kind of being scared to test out new things, like really like new things, and not like small tweaks?
Yeah, I definitely felt a little bit of that, but overall, I think I enjoyed this one. I liked the I Remember part. I liked that it kind of transitions into a more driving and bouncy song after the beginning. So overall, that was like how I enjoyed it. I was singing along by the end, definitely. So
yeah, I think the song's pretty good. I don't feel too much of it like either way. I can definitely see how it sounds a little more like not as explorative, because I think there was like a intentionally not like comes off as stale because not fully the context, but intentionally like older sounding song. So, you know, doing a little bit of diving, I was like, song for Hermit. Well, what does that mean? Why is Hermit in all caps? Like, it's clearly it sounds like someone.
Right.
Turns out it's more than likely supposed to be about this guy who. So wow, the frontman, he started a band with him in high school. So like old friends, like super. Like, they go way back and everything. Their band was called the Coin Locker Babies because it was about the public lockers in Japan.
Right.
That's where you will find abandoned babies. So they were Coin Locker Babies. Because, like...
Wow.
Yeah, because I guess the whole thing is, like,
Japan stuff.
They'll rent the locker, but then, like, leave it unlocked and just leave their baby there to abandon it. Like, I guess that's a phenomenon.
Wow, that's...
I didn't know Japan had enough babies to abandon.
True.
Well, maybe they did back then.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
boy. All right. Wow.
In the late 80s.
Yep.
Yeah, probably.
Just booming, and now maybe that's...
Busted.
Okay.
Nuts to 2D only.
True.
Anyway.
2D.
Only 2D.
Primarily. But so the whole thing with Hermit was that they eventually split up as a band because apparently he went to some type of like psychiatric hospital or something like that. And this is all synthesized from someone doing research, mined off this guy Hermit, because that was the name of his like temporary like solo act. Mined off of his Japanese blogspot page from way back that has barely any entries, and the entries are like hard to like decipher the context of because it reads more like a diary apparently. I'm not even kidding you, but the idea is it's implied, I guess, that his condition was like getting way worse. So the song could be because he died.
Oh,
it could be.
Could be.
No, we don't know.
Wow.
Hermit's not a public figure anymore, so it's impossible to know.
Different lens to this. I mean, that story definitely reminded me of the whole situation with Pink Floyd and Syd Barrett. It's kind of a similar thing. Like, he was basically like the front man and a major part of like early Pink Floyd, and then he started to do a lot more acid and kind of like have a mental breakdown. And
yikes.
Yeah, Pink Floyd had the song like "Shine On You Crazy Diamond," which was like dedicated to Syd Barrett. So,
wow, damn. Okay. And then we got Poison Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite songs. I think this is probably my favorite song on the album. Just the lyrics are just like great, just like a kick-ass type of chorus and everything like that. Totally just like the big fuck off song, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a fucking artist, and that sometimes means I'm not the best like person, but fuck you.
Yeah,
like, that's
exactly.
Like, this is what's going on.
It's outright rejecting the idea of being a good person. It's just like
Poison Rock and Roll.
It doesn't even fucking matter. Yeah. It's like you knew this already. We were poisoned on track 1. You made it here now, and you're pissed now. Like, really? Yeah. Come on, this is good stuff.
Yeah, I kind of just with this song, like especially the intro, it's just that it just making them aware again that like they for like these 30 seconds in this intro, they're so thought out and different from the rest of the song. And I get that the point that it's an intro and you kind of want to lead into the song, but it's just sometimes you want to hear them just run with it. Again, like bringing up the point that I had for That's a Wonderful World. So That's what I had.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really good, is the next track a bonus track, or is it just a track?
I think it's a bonus track.
I think it's a bonus track.
Then good. Because this is like a great way to end officially,
Right,
quote unquote, end the album.
What?
Like, you gotta end on Poison Rock and Roll.
You don't think it's better to end on Texas?
No, I don't.
Texan Daily Life?
No, I don't think it's better to end on Texan Daily Memes. This country thing the Pillows have going for them, like, they clearly like it, but I feel like they also think it's hilarious.
Oh, no,
yeah,
it's definitely a joke.
Like, it's totally this elaborate joke where they just have,
guys.
8 country-sounding songs littered
just
across.
Go full country. Just a couple tracks.
Just go full country.
Just go full country.
Oh my god, if the Pillows made an actual country album, that would be amazing.
That would be like...
It's just
Hey,
the
Arnold.
simple things.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It would be fucking great. I want them to make a full country album and to be singing in English the whole album.
Yep.
God, why do you do this to me?
I think it would be hilarious.
Yeah,
It would be hilarious.
And it
What if it
also
was all like Rascal Flatts covers?
No, because I like the idea of them that if they did a full album, they'd like try it, and being a country Pillows album would actually allow them to like no one would expect Pillows music from
That's
it,
true.
and then they would just be able to like go fucking nuts, and so they'd end up as like an experimental country band for that one, and that would be great.
And that's
They would get samples from dogs in the fucking street and like
and
crazy
that's a term. That's a term not used that much in today's life.
Yeah, experimental.
Mental
Yeah, you need to be thinking of like Hank Williams III when you're like going for that.
Mm-hmm.
Trooper done got that big old coon. I can see that's what he's saying. Yeah, Hank Williams III. Anyway, welcome to the Hank Williams III podcast.
Yes, welcome back. We're talking about Hank Williams.
All right. Any other thoughts on Texan Daily Life?
No.
I mean, what else did you expect with that title?
Nah, it's true. You're absolutely right. All right. Top 2 or bottom 2 first?
Let's do top 2.
Top 2 first.
Top 2 first.
All
right. Go for it.
Tokyo Zombie. Purple Apple.
All right.
Well, mine are. I'm just checking to make sure because sometimes I note multiple. Mine is I already forgot the name because I didn't. It looks like I didn't write it down in my notes. My second favorite is number 5.
Across the Metropolis.
No, the one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right before it.
Yep. That's my dumb numbering. Yeah, Tokyo Zombie.
Yes,
Tokyo
and
Zombie.
then so Tokyo Zombie, and my number 1 is Tokyo Bambi.
Oh wow,
loved it.
That was my
honorary mention.
Yeah, honorary mention was Tokyo Bambi.
My top 2. I know I just said Poison Rock Roll is my favorite track, but that's not true. Top 2 is
Deceived.
I know. Tokyo Zombie and No Surrender. It's gonna be a. What were your 2 you just said? Huh? Tokyo Zombie. And
Tokyo Zombie and Tokyo Bambi.
The only common one we have is Tokyo Zombie, but I didn't want to. It's such a short track that I can't have that as the preview. I'll pick something else. We'll make it work. Let's take a look here, and then I guess my bottom 2 are. Ooh, I don't know. That sounds pretty good.
I mean, I only have one bottom.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a good old. Texas memes. Fuck it, I guess. I don't know. Everything else is pretty good. Mm-hmm. Listen to this album.
Yep.
That's my.
I've only got a bottom one as well. Across the Metropolis is my bottom song.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, mine's That's a Wonderful World. So.
All right.
I just don't. I don't. It takes a lot for me to, like, go with the Pillow slow one. Like it just really takes a lot because I also feel like sometimes when they do this, like the slower ones, they're also just like resting on laurels. It's
true
with how it goes, and it's just doesn't hit me the same way that the other ones do.
Yeah.
But overall, this album is really great. Absolutely,
it really is.
Absolutely great. Definitely worth the listen through. And overall, just a fun time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's about it, though. So, see y'all tomorrow.
Later days.
Bye.
It definitely doesn't go downhill from here.
So surrender Baby 傷つくなよ汚れ切った世界から必ず連れ出してみせるどんなに悲しくても生き延びてまた会おう悪夢を蹴散らす